I honestly didn't know I had the capacity to cry in front of a near stranger. There I was, absolutely sobbing in front of Danny while everyone else was eating dinner in the next room over. I thought it was purely about my fears for my friends after the election, but I know in reality it was a release of all the stress that had been brewing over the past few months. My name is Gaither. I'm a graduating senior at the University of Vermont and a program fellow at Mattapan Food and Fitness Coalition. The beginning of this semester came with more life challenges than I'd ever experienced before. I was coming off a summer-long road trip across the country, had to move 2 times in 4 months, had my host site switched just weeks before the program began, and most importantly, had no idea what my life would look like after graduation. Although I knew I needed to be ramping up my job search at the beginning of the semester, I felt like I was paralyzed. My internship was primarily remote, and if I've learned anything this semester, it's that remote work and I are not compatible. I physically could not bring myself to log in and focus. This procrastination seeped into pushing off my job search, which just made me sink deeper into an anxiety cycle of turn off the computer, turn off your feelings, waste your days away, even though it made me feel awful. It's so interesting that our brains can know exactly what we should be doing and how much better we will feel if we do it, but our bodies just won't let us. With this cycle came a sort of numb apathy that came to a breaking point in October when I knew I couldn't keep putting it off. I started applying to jobs, but that just led me to another conflict. I had no idea what I wanted to do. At least I thought I didn't. In my opinion, college trains us to strive for leadership, visionary, professional roles. I didn't want to admit this to myself, but deep down I knew I could never be happy in that environment. All the job postings I was seeing were jobs that I felt like I should be striving for, but in reality I couldn't imagine myself being happy at. But I felt like if I didn't go for this type of job, my college degree would be wasted. So instead, I turned these internal rules into the lie that I was completely at a loss of what I wanted to do with my life, even though that wasn't the full story. But there was a saving grace. Throughout the semester, I had built great connections with the support staff at Semester in the City and did something that I had never done throughout my college experience. I asked for help. I reached out to initially talk about what I thought was a lack of direction, but turned out to be a lack of self-assurance. These conversations validated my desires I'd been hiding from, and taught me my internal rules that I had to build a career and use my degree were completely made up. I didn't just sob with Danny. She helped me see that I already had my answers. She helped me realize that my college experience should expand the possibilities of what I can do, not limit them. I'm still not 100% on what the future will hold after graduation, but I do know that internally I have far more confidence in the fact that I do actually know what I want to do with my life. It's just up to me to live it authentically. Thank you.